What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Shane, Fury, Andy, Ruiz, and Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Get this, according to Shane Fury, he has possibly leaked out something that may be very important in the future. We know how the deadlock negotiations are with Tyson Fury being the culprit in the split and in the unification fight. However, the substitute may be Andy Ruiz. And this is what Shane had to say. He said, if the undisputed fight can't be made, I think Andy Ruiz is a good opponent, a good name, and he's in good form, and fans would want to see that fight. But we really want the undisputed fight. He can't stay out of the ring any longer. Shane Fury. Let me counterpunch, people. I look for keywords in certain things. You know, Shane, that's the big brother of Tyson Fury. You know those guys. They huddle up and they talk and they discuss and they strategize and they sit amongst themselves. You know, Tyson may not say anything to the public lately, which is strange, weird, straight up uncanny. But amongst each other, they talk a lot, right? So I think this has probably been discussed before. I think Andy Ruiz, you know, him saying, I think Andy Ruiz is a good opponent. I think he's a good name and he's been in good form and fans would like to see that fight. That's selling points. That's just not him mentioning Andy Ruiz. No, he's selling the public or whoever he did the interview with, PBF. He's selling the idea. He's pitching that idea out there to the public and saying, how would people feel about Andy Ruiz replacing Oleksandr Usyk? That's what he's doing. I'm just reading. When I'm reading these sentences, I'm looking for certain key words. And those key words are exactly the same things that he's heard Tyson Fury say, John Fury say, and him possibly say. Okay? This discussion has been spoken about before, again. And my take on Andy Ruiz, first of all, for Andy Ruiz fighting Anthony Joshua twice and he gets the opportunity to fight Tyson Fury, God bless him. I mean, bless him. The Snicker King will be blessed once again. You know what I mean? Like, for him, it's great. I mean, why would you worry about fighting Wilder when you can have Fury because he's the WBC champion? So not only am I a former unified champion because I upset the world June 1st, 2019, I get a chance to do it 4 years later against the Gypsy King. Bars. It would be wonderful for Andy Ruiz. But what would it mean for the general public? It would absolutely mean disaster, upset, and disappointment. Because you cannot compare a unified champion to a former unified champion with no belts taking on another champion. Okay? Andy Ruiz, he is a good fighter, but what odds would you give him for beating Tyson Fury? Think about what I'm saying for a minute. Andy Ruiz upset the world, right, in 2019. Later that year, the ass end of the year, he was simply outboxed. So he was beaten by a jab, people. Okay? And before that, he was beaten by Joseph Parker, which was a split decision loss. However, he was still beaten. Okay? They called Anthony Joshua, his performance against Andy Ruiz was like somewhat of, they called it a poor man's Tyson Fury. That's what Ben Davison, shout out to him, said, right? So what the hell you think Tyson Fury is going to do? Joseph Parker was able to do it, boxing move. Anthony Joshua realized all I had to do is box this guy. He did it. So what do you think Tyson Fury's going to do? A guy that short, he's taller, reach and everything, fast, quick, dance all night long. Now, he may not be able to put him down. He may bust him up, if anything. Uppercuts, He's shorter, so he's perfect for the right uppercut. You know, Andy Ruiz, I'm not convinced that if he's able to cut off the ring, because I haven't seen him do so. I've seen him throw those fast hands, but we've always seen him do that since the Parker fight. That's the first time I've ever seen the brother when he fought Joseph Parker. But he hasn't showed me that he's improved. He showed me that he can get small, get weak, get scared, then get big again, and get his chin back. That's what he showed me in the Luis Ortiz fight. So to compare that fight is a huge disappointment, especially if you're going to bring Andy Ruiz over to Wembley. That's a huge disappointment. But don't be surprised, people, if this fight is not on the horizon, because I don't see Tyson Fury fighting Oleksandr Usyk for all the obvious reasons. But you guys tell me what you think about Andy Ruiz being a possible replacement for Oleksandr Usyk. If that fight doesn't happen, of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!